go for the third super flyweight boxing title history video. Might be the last if I can get it all in. I'm going to go to WBC and WBA IBF titles. So November, I'm going to go to WBC and WBA titles to start. So May the 7th, 2008, Christian Majar's wins on points over 12 rounds against Alexander Munoz from Venezuela. That was in Gomez Palacio, Mexico. That was a unification contest. Then August the 30th, 2008, Christian Majar's wins in the third round. Referee stops the match against Satsai Sasakul, of course it is. Satsai Chasakul from Thailand. Wins. Majar's beats Satsai Sasakul in the third round. Referee stops the match in favour of Majar's in Monterrey, Mexico. So we're going for the WBC, WBA and IBF titles together now. 2 fights before it goes to the WBA. So November the 1st, 2008, Vic Darchinyan from Armenia, should I say, Armenia. He was the first Armenian to win the title. November the 1st, 2008, Vic Darchinyan from Armenia wins by KO in the 9th round against Christian Majar's. And that was in Carson. And then February the 7th, 2009, Vic Darchinyan from Armenia wins in the 11th round by retirement against George Akra from Mexico in Anaheim. Then now it's just the WBA. So the WBA recognised Christian Majar's and then Vic Darchinyan as the super champions, I see. So September the 15th, 2008, Nobu Nashiro from Japan wins on points over 12 rounds against Kohei Kono from Japan and Yokohama, Japan. Then April 11th, 2009, Nobuo Nashiro wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the match in Konosuke Tomiyama. Start again. So April 11th, 2009, Nobuo Nashiro from Japan wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the match in the 8th round against Konosuke Tomiyama from Japan in Osaka, Japan. September 30th, 2009, Nobuo Nashiro wins on points over 12 rounds against Hugo Cazares from Mexico in Osaka, Japan. The WBA also recognised the following fights for the interim titles. I'm going to go into them. So, July 26, 2008, Rafael Concepcion from Panama wins by KO in the 10th round against AJ Banal from the Philippines in Cebu, Philippines. That was in. Then September the 15th, 2009, George Akra wins by retirement in the 9th round against Rafael Concepcion. That was in Mexico City, Mexico. November the 1st, 2008, George Akra wins in the 4th round. Referee stops the match against Isidro Garcia from Mexico in Las Vegas, Nevada. The WBA withdrew recognition of Akra as interim champion after he lost to WBA super champion Vic Darchinyan. as above. They sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. August the 15th, 2009. Nonito Donaire from the Philippines wins on points over 12 rounds against Rafael Concepcion from Las Vegas, Nevada. September the 9th, 2009. Hugo Fidel Casas from Mexico wins on points over 12 rounds against Nobu Nashiro in Osaka, Japan. July the 3rd, 2010. Hugo Fidel Casas wins in the 7th round. Referee stops the match in the 7th round for Casas, Hugo Fidel Casas from Mexico against Alvaro Morales from Mexico in Tlalnepantla, Mexico. WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. So July the 10th, 2010, Nonito Donaire from the Philippines wins. Referee stops the match in Hernan, against Hernan from Mexico to start again. So July the 10th, 2010, Nonito Donaire from the Philippines wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the match against Hernan Marquez from Mexico in San Juan, Puerto Rico for the WBA title. Now, October the 9th, 2010, Hugo Fidel Casas from Mexico wins in the 9th round. Referee stops the match against Alberto Rosell from Peru. Peru. Yeah, that was in Tlalnepantla in Mexico. WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. So November 30th, 2010, Drine Francisco from the Philippines wins in the 10th round. Referee stops the match against Juang Pech Kai Gym from Thailand. Again, they use the name of their sponsors and their gym sometimes. I think that's something like that's gone on there. A lot of the Thai fighters do that. That was in Buang Khan, Thailand for the WBOBA even title. Gonna go up high there. A picture of Vic Durinchan, the first Armenian world boxing champion. So, December the 23rd, 2010, Hugo Fidel Casas from Mexico wins on points. Yeah, it's going to go a little bit closer. Yeah, December the 23rd, 2010, Hugo Fidel Casas wins on points over 12 rounds against Hiroyuki Kadaka from Japan in Osaka, Japan. WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title now. On May the 1st, 2011, Panthep Mullipum from Thailand wins on points over 12 rounds against Drine Francisco, and that was in Phetchaburi, Thailand for the WBA title. July the 9th, 2011, Hugo Fidel Casas from Mexico wins by KO. On July the 9th, 2011, Hugo Fidel Casas from Mexico wins by KO against Arturo Badillo from Mexico in Mazatlan, Mexico. Now, August the 31st, 2011, Tomonobu Shimizu from Japan wins on points over 12 rounds against Hugo Fidel Casas. That was in Tokyo, Japan. Then December the 7th, 2011, Panthep Mullipum from Thailand wins on points over 12 rounds against Diaki Kameda from Japan in Osaka, Japan. WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. So December the 10th, 2011, Laborio Solis from Venezuela wins on points over 12 rounds against Jose Salgado from Mexico in Tepic, Mexico for the WBA title. Now, April the 4th, 2012, Panthep Mulipum wins in the 9th round. Referee stops the match. Tomonobu against Tomonobu Shimizu. And that was in Kanagawa, Japan. The WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. So, April the 28th, 2012, Laborio Solis wins on points over 12 rounds against Santiago Ivan Acosta from Argentina in Maracay, Venezuela. That's for the WBA title. So September the 1st, 2012, Panthep Molipum wins on points over 12 rounds against Nobuo Nishiro from Japan in Osaka, Japan. Then December the 31st, 2012, Kohei Kono from Japan wins by KO against Panthep Mulipum, Tokyo, Japan. May the 6th, 2013, Laborio Solis wins on points over 12 rounds against Kohei Kono in Tokyo, Japan. The WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. So September the 3rd, 2013, Satep Wangmuk from Thailand wins on points against Nobuo Nishiro from Japan in Nakhon, Thailand. For the IBF and vacant WBA titles, Solis failed to make the weight, so titles at stake for Kameda only. Yeah, so the titles were only at stake for Diaki Kameda, but he lost. So December the 3rd, 2013, Laborio Solis wins on points against Diaki Kameda from Japan in Osaka, Japan for the vacant WBA title. That sorts it out. Yeah, so March 26th, 2014, Kohei Kono from Japan wins by KO against Satep Wangmuk in Tokyo, Japan. Then WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. May the 24th, 2014, David Sanchez from Mexico wins on points over 12 rounds against Brelio Terran from Venezuela in Tijuana, Mexico for the WBA title. Yeah, so March 26, 2014, Kohei Kono wins by KO in the 8th round against Satep Wangmuk in Tokyo, Japan. WBA sanctioned the following fight for the interim title. So, May 24th, 2014, David Sanchez from Mexico wins on points over 12 rounds against Brelio Terran from Venezuela in Tijuana, Mexico for the vacant title. Then December the 31st, 2014, Kohei Kono draws over 12 rounds against Norberto Jimenez from Dominican Republic, Tokyo, Japan. Then February the 14th, 2015, David Sanchez wins in the 10th round. Referee stops the match against Juan Alberto Rosas from Mexico in Hermosillo, Mexico. September the 19th, 2015, Luis Concepcion from Panama wins in the 10th round by retirement against David Sanchez in Hermosillo, Mexico for the WBA title. October the 16th, 2015, Kohei Kono wins on points over 12 rounds against Koki Kameda from Japan in Chicago, Illinois. WBA sanctioned the following for the interim title. So, December the 17th, 2015, Lewis Concepcion wins on points over 12 rounds against Hernan Marquez from Mexico in Panama City, Panama for the vacant WBA title. So, April the 27th, 2016, Kohei Kono wins on points over 12 rounds against Thanawat Phonaku from Thailand in Tokyo, Japan. So, turn this page. Yeah, so the last of this would fit in before the flyweights. But again, I'm going to go here to finish the super flyweights off on this video. So, hopefully, yeah, should do it. So we're going to go from here. August 31st, 2016. Lewis Concepcion wins and points against Kohei Kono. That was in Japan, Tokyo, Japan. December the 10th, 2016. Khalid Yafai from England wins and points over 12 rounds against Lewis Concepcion in Manchester, England. Then you got May the 13th, 2017. Khalid Yafai wins on points over 12 rounds against Sunguru Maranaka from Japan in Birmingham, England. October the 28th, 2017. Khalid Yafari wins on points over 12 rounds against Sho Ishida from Japan in Cardiff, Wales. Then we got the WBC title. So the WBC sanctioned the following bouts for the interim title. So July the 18th, 2009, Thomas Rojas wins in the 9th round. Referee stops the match against Alvarado Morales from Mexico in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. October the 24th, 2009, Thomas Rojas wins on points over 12 rounds against Evans Mbamba from South Africa in Veracruz, Mexico. September the 20th, 2010, Thomas Rojas wins on points over 12 rounds against Kohei Kono from Japan in Saitama, Japan. February the 5th, 2011, Thomas Rojas wins on points over 12 rounds against Nobuo Nashiro from Japan in Osaka, Japan. May 21st, 2011, Thomas Rojas wins in the 11th round by retirement against Jorge Montes from Mexico in Tuxtla Gutiérrez, Mexico. August the 18th, 2015, Suryan Sorongsavaj from Thailand wins on points over 12 rounds against Thomas Rojas in Miang Noi, Thailand. November the 4th, 2011, Suryan Sorongsavaj wins on points over 12 rounds against Nobuo Nashiro in Bangkok, Thailand. March the 27th, 2012, Yota Sato from Japan wins on points over 12 rounds against Suryan Sorongsavaj, Tokyo, Japan. Again, a great story about him. He's getting food with rubbish tips to survive, etc. And then, yeah, he come into his to beat Roman Gonzalez twice. But again, I digress. So go back to this era. July the 8th, 2012. Yato Sato wins on points over 12 rounds against Sylvester Lopez from the Philippines in Kanagawa, Japan. December the 31st, 2012. Yota Sato wins on points over 12 rounds against Ryo Akao from Japan, in Tokyo, Japan. So again, November the 15th, 2013. It is the same guy, but again, they have about 3 names to tie sometimes. But again, it's slightly done different now, his name. Same guy though. May 3rd, 2013, Srisasek Soronsavai from Thailand wins in the 8th round. Referee stops the match against Yota Sato from Japan. That was in Sisaket, Thailand. Then you've got November 15th, 2013. Srisasek Soronsavai wins in the 9th round. Referee stops the match against Hirofumi Makai from Japan in Nakon Ratchasima in Thailand. Ratchasima. Nakon Ratchasima in Thailand. Then we got May the 31st, 2014. Carlos Cuadras from Mexico wins on a technical decision in the 8th round on points against Srisasek Soronsavai. Again, cracking fighter, but again, his head could be careless. So I'd imagine something like that happened. There was a cut, had to go to points. That was in Iztacalco in Mexico. So September the 20th, 2014, Carlos Cuadras draws with Joe Salgado from Mexico in Guayaquil, Mexico. Then November 13th, 2014, Carlos Cuadras wins in the 6th round. Referee stops the match against Marvin Mallett from the Philippines in Washington, D.C. April the 4th, 2015, Carlos Cuadras wins on points over 12 rounds against Luis Concepcion in Panama in Metepec, Mexico. Then August the 15th, 2015, Carlos Cuadras wins in the 5th round. Referee stops the match against Dixon Flores from Nicaragua in Guayaquil, Mexico. November the 28th, 2015, Carlos Cuadras wins on points against Kokieto in Sendai, Japan. April the 23rd, 2016, Carlos Cuadras wins in the 8th round by retirement against Richie Mapranum from the Philippines in Los Mochis, Mexico. September the 10th, 2016, Roman Gonzalez from Nicaragua wins on points over 12 rounds against Carlos Cuadras in Inglewood. Then March the 18th, 2017, Wisaksil Wangek from Wisaksil Wangek from Thailand wins on points over 12 rounds against Roman Gonzalez in New York. Not too sure about that one. So I remember Soronsavai beating him twice, but I don't remember anyone else. I do debate that one. That's his other name. I think it might be his other name, but he stopped him in the 2nd fight. So if that is the same guy, the 2nd one's wrong. But again, obviously, you know, all these names in there's going to be a misprint, because the 2nd fight with Soronsavai, Roman Gonzalez got stopped quite bad, where he got knocked out. But the 1st fight was a points loss. So I would imagine this Wisaksil Wangek from Thailand is Soronsavai. Gets quite confusing. But it says here, September the 9th, 2017, Wisaksil Wangek which I think saw Runcevy wins on points, but I'm sure Roman Gonzalez, yeah, he got knocked out. I think it might be in the 8th round. So that's a misprint if it is. I'll have to check that out and put that in another time. Double check that. Yeah, it is. It's the same guy because he fights Estrada here. So February 24th, 2018. Wisaksil Wangek wins on points over 12 rounds against John Francisco Estrada from Mexico in Inglewood, California. So, going to do the IBF now, the IBF title. Yeah, it gets very confusing there. Obviously, whether that is a misprint, I'm sure, because again, I'm sure they do have 3 names. Wisaksil Wangek from Thailand. I'm sure that's Saul Runcevy, but he does knock him out the second fight. He doesn't just go to points again. So I'll have to check that out. So IBF title. The IBF withdrew recognition of Vic Darchinian from Armenia when he boxed at bantamweight. So September the 15th, 2009, Sithui Nongzai from South Africa wins some points over 12 rounds against George Accra. That was in Cancun, Mexico. Then August the 9th, 2010, Simpiwe Nongzai draws over 12 rounds against Mallett Bouzain from France in Massy, France. July 31st, 2010, Juan Alberto Rosas from Mexico wins in the 6th round against Simpiwe Nongzai in Tepic, Mexico. Now, December 11th, 2010, Christian Mijaz wins on points over 12 rounds. I haven't got his first name, but it's Christian Mijaz, wins on points over 12 rounds against Juan Alberto Rosas. That's in Torreon, Mexico. So, you're going to fit all this in. It's going to be the last one here of the super flies before the flyweight. So, May the 14th, 2011, Christian Mijaz wins on points against Carlos Rida from Nicaragua in Victoria de Durango, Mexico. Christian Mijaz relinquishes the title. So, October the 8th, 2011, Rodrigo Guerrero from Mexico wins on a technical decision against Raul Martinez from the US in Tijuana, Mexico. That was for the vacant title. So February 11th, 2012, Juan Carlos Sanchez Jr. from Mexico wins on points over 12 rounds against Rodrigo Guerrero in Los Mochis, Mexico. Then May the 19th, 2012, Juan Carlos Sanchez Jr., I meant to mention, with these fights, wins on points over 12 rounds against Juan Alberto Rosas in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. September the 22nd, 2012, Juan Carlos Sanchez Jr. wins by KO in the 9th round against Rodel Mayo from Philippines in Los Mochis, Mexico. WBC and WBA titles, December the 12th, 2006. Vic Darchinian wins by KO in the 2nd round against Thomas Rojas from Mexico in Rancho Mirage. Then March the 6th, 2010, Victor Darchinian wins on points over 12 rounds against Rodrigo Guerrero in Mexico in Rancho Mirage. Darchinian relinquishes the WBC and WBA super titles to box at bantamweight, the weight above. Now the WBA and the IBF titles together, just one fight. December the 3rd, 2013, Liborio Solis wins on points over 12 rounds against Diaki Kamida from Japan in Osaka, Japan for the vacant WBA title. Solis weighed in heavy. So the title was only at stake for Kameda. The IBF title, now we're on the IBF title, June 8, 2013. Juan Carlos Sanchez Jr. wins on points over 12 rounds against Roberto Domingo Sosa from Argentina in Las Vegas, Nevada for the vacant IBF title. Sanchez weighed in heavy, so the title. So Juan Carlos Sanchez weighed in heavy, so the title was only at stake for Sosa. Which he didn't win. So September 3rd, 2013, Diaki Kameda from Japan wins on points over 12 rounds against Rodrigo Guerrero from Mexico. And that was in Takamatsu, Japan. The title declared vacant after Kameda lost a unification fight with WBA champion Laborio Solis. Now, July the 18th, 2014, Zolani Teti from South Africa wins on points over 12 rounds against Chieru Kinoshita from Japan in Kobe, Japan for the vacant title. Now, March 6th, 2015, Zolani Tete from South Africa wins in the 8th round against Paul Butler from England in Liverpool, England for the vacant title. July the 18th, 2015, Mukjo Ario from Puerto Rico wins in the 12th round by a technical decision against Arthur Villanueva from Philippines in El Paso, Texas. September the 3rd, 2016, Jerwin Ancajas from the Philippines wins on points over 12 rounds against Mukjo Ario in Taguig City, Philippines. January 29th, 2017. September the 3rd, 2016, Jerwin Ancajas from the Philippines wins on points over 12 rounds against Mukjo Ario in Taguig City, Philippines, January 29, 2017. Jerwin Ancajas wins in the 7th round. Referee stops the match against Jose Alfredo Rodriguez from Mexico and Macau, China. July the 2nd, 2017, Jerwin Ancajas from the Philippines wins in the 7th round. Referee stops the match against Chieru Kinoshita from Japan in Brisbane, Australia. November the 18th, 2017, Jerwin Ancajas wins in the 6th round. Referee stops the match against Jamie Conlon from Northern Ireland in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Then we got February 3rd, 2018. Jerwin Ancajas wins in the 10th round. Referee stops the match in the 10th round for Ancajas from Philippines over Israel Gonzalez from Mexico in Corpus Christi, Texas. Lovely. So that's the end of the super flyweight division. So popping down to the flyweight, then you've got the light flyweight, then it's the strawweight. The flyweight out of them three will have the longest, goes back to 2013. Yeah, so that will have the longest video out of them three. And the others are a lot more shorter history of the division. Come on later on. Bang, but that's the end of the super flyweight boxing title, world boxing title history. Lovely. Bang.